what would you say is your application secret? Because I mean, there's like people have different ways of applying different things. So I'm kind of curious, what is your secret for keeping it flawless?
So I'll tell you right now what the secret is for TCE.
Yeah, go.
Less is more.
Yes.
So it's a super concentrated formula. It's one of the most concentrated formulas actually that's on the market that is on the market in terms of both pigment load and the level of skincare ingredients that are in it. So you need a tiny bit. You're going to start with a little bit, and then you can add more as you need it. But it is going to give you the most incredible flawless coverage. It's giving you ingredients like vitamin C that are going to brighten the under eye. So for somebody like me that's looking for a quick, I love that I'm getting ingredients that are almost like an eye cream while I'm getting the coverage and the brightening at the same time. So start with a little bit and then add more as you need it.
Also, and how do you blend it in?
So it's interesting. I have a little trick. I'm going to give you a little trick. So first of all, this is made with a surgical steel tip. So it's always cold. So if you've got a little bit of puffiness or, you know, I always say happy tears or whatever it is, you can take that surgical steel tip and then just roll that underneath the eye. Or you
just don't sleep, which is like most of us, right?
Well, that's because you're a new mommy. I sleep
8 weeks. You're not sleeping, girl. You're not sleeping.
I know. But don't you think it's true? Like so many of us don't sleep. So it's like to just know that you can wake up and feel like, okay, nobody has to know. Here we go.
Here it is. It feels good. But also I think with concealers, it's really important. You want to stay within what they call the triangle of light. So a lot of times what happens is when we put on concealers, we just kind of keep putting it on and keep extending it. But the triangle of light starts from the inner part of the eye to the outer part of the eye, and then you do a triangle down to the middle of the cheek. I also let my concealer, this is what I do, I also let my concealer set for about 15 seconds. Like I don't put it on and just smear it right away. I let it just kind of set. For 15 seconds. Yeah, just about 15 seconds. Then it's because, you know, this dries really quick, and that's the secret why everyone loves it. Concealers that take a long time to dry will always crease. But here, it sets in 15 seconds. It's almost completely dry. And then this way, you don't really have to move it around a lot. I just kind of pat through with the sponge.
That's like a life hack that I do with anytime I do foundation or concealer, I put it on and I just let it set. I don't know if in my head, it's like, let it get to skin temperature. So it spreads.
Very smart.
I don't know if it's true, but just in my head, it made sense.
It is true. And then what happens too, because they're liquids or creams, is that the fluid part starts to evaporate, and then what ingredients that you want to absorb into the skin. But a lot of times you'll use less product because it's concentrated when you put it on, and then you don't have to be a massive blender. You know, you can just put it on and then just pat with either, you know, your sponge or your brush. But the key too really is to remember placement. I think a lot of times with concealer underneath the eye, stay within the triangle of light. With foundations, make sure that the top of your head down to wherever your shirt, close to the girls if you have an open shirt.
Well, you follow that rule.
I have to be better about that. I have to just, at the very least, I get my jawline, but I'm so lazy.
Gotta go down. You have to, because everyone thinks that your head's from here to here. But when we're looking at each other, the top of your head to wherever your shirt stops. So I bring it to wherever my clothing stops.
You're good. You're better than I am. I got to be better.
That must be the old pageant days in me. That's what it is.
I know it makes sense. There's been more than one time that like I have my face all made up, and then I realize how white my neck and my décolleté looks. It's not really.
You know, it's really good though too. If you don't want to bring your foundation all the way down, is just to take a concealer. A contour powder and just contour down the chin and down the neck, and it gives you color, because you want your face and your neck and your chest to match, right? You don't want your face to be like this perfect thing, and then all of a sudden, like the neck and the chest don't match the rest of the head.